What's going on, everybody? It's ETA. It's been a while since I've been on, but I have had something on my mind and I just can't shake it. There's nothing that I do to get rid of it. It just sticks in my mind. Chris Paul in the All-Star game? Are you kidding me? Seriously. Chris Paul. Where do I start with this? Okay, so it's pretty simple. So first off, Chris Paul is a great point guard, okay? I wish he would have stayed with his original team, because if he would have, then God knows how good his franchise could have been, and he could have been one of those guys who doesn't join the bandwagon. I'm not going to label him as a Giannis type of player, but you don't see Giannis saying, "Oh, where's my buddies playing at? I want to go join a super team." No, I want to take the Milwaukee Bucks, who have been garbage since Michael Redd and the whole crew, and say, "Oh, I want to take this team back to the land of relevance." So I got a real problem with the NBA voters, and part of that's the fans. Why are you voting for Chris Paul in the All-Star game? Why? He's pulled both his hamstrings. He hasn't played in well over a month. He plays for one of the famous teams that everyone loves to root for, okay, because they have James Harden, James Harden is a completely different level this year than Chris Paul, okay? That's simple. James Harden is a man amongst boys right now. You can say that he's a flopper and he draws contact. Well, guess what? If you have James Harden in your team, like I did when I was an Oklahoma City fan, and the only reason why I even watched him in the first place, even for this time current being, is not for Russell Westbrook, it's for Steven Adams and Paul George. Those guys are the lifeline. I don't give a damn about Russell Westbrook, not one of it. He is a ball dominant hog. Yeah, I said it, hog. Okay, so I roll back to Chris Paul. He's part of the Players Union. Last time I checked, he was the head. I believe he still is. So, why is he getting voted? Why does he have 300 plus thousand votes and he hasn't done a damn thing all season? Okay? How about Malcolm Brogdon? How about other players that are deserving to get in there? You know, Luka Doncic deserves every single vote. And it's because he's this young phenom. You know what? So is Dirk Nowitzki. So is Manu Ginobili. So are the rest of the guys that come in there with Europeans, Kristaps Porzingis. Give me a break. And yet people say, because he's the Isaiah Thomas of this generation and he's a great point guard. Give me a break. It's a hard but an easy question. Who do you want? Damian Lillard? Chris Paul. You want Steph Curry? Chris Paul. Okay? Make it an easy answer for you guys. You pick Chris Paul, you're delusional. You do not understand that somebody that hasn't played a game is receiving the top 10 guard votes when there are other players that deserve to go. Zach LaVine should go because people like to see Zach LaVine. They like new faces. They don't want the same old crap every year because then it gets old and people wonder why the All-Star ratings are in the tank. Besides for the NBA, because NBA has names that are known across the league. Giannis, you got Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, James Harden, Kevin Durant, the list goes on. You know, that's why basketball is becoming popular. And I believe equally as popular as football. And a lot of people will say that's ludicrous. It's not. It's really not. Were there protests nearly as much in basketball as there was in football? No. Are you watching more games in the course of a week in a basketball versus football? Basketball. Reason for that is that they actually pay the money versus 1 or 2 days a week besides for the whole 2 weeks of the year where there's Sunday or Saturday night football, which is way beyond weird. It's like they're trying to act like college football all over again. But yet, at the end of the day, there's still that name. That Chris Paul that comes up. Come on, people. Open your eyes. Give some love to other players who are working their tail off to get there. Not just the easy vote. Okay, you want to vote for Dwayne Wade this year? That's fine. You want to know why? Because it's his last year in the league. He is Hall of Fame first overall, first round, give it to him. It's that simple. He's a great player. Not take anything away from Chris Paul. He's had a magnificent career. Absolutely cannot take anything away from it, but it does not mean that this year he deserves to be in the All-Star game. Let's get somebody else in there and get CP3 out.